Welcome to Stock Market Mondays with Godric, your stock market mentor. How are you? It is June 17th, 2024, and we had a good day in the market today. We're in a bull market currently. Stocks still going up. Dow Jones, 38,778 plus 188 today. Welcome. Elk, welcome. What up? Wes, Archie. I'm going to talk about stocks today. Maybe learn something. Maybe put a comment in if you have a comment. You want to tell me something? I'll come in every Monday night around this time. Take on the market, see what stocks are doing. I have some positions for you. Anybody who's trading or wanting to learn to trade, I teach how to retire into the stock market. Welcome. Give me some likes. I appreciate. Give me a few shares. Share with a few people. Help me get some people in here. Appreciate you. I'll give you a follow back, June 17th. Going into the summer. Usually this summer it's kind of quiet for the market, but I think that we're going to have the bull keep going this year all the way to November, and then we'll see what happens come November. And then, ideally, it'll be fine. Going to have our Christmas rally, stock market. It's going to go higher. And we're going to have our Santa Claus rally all the way through till 2025. So don't you worry. If you're in good stocks, you're going to be okay. That means you can't just buy any crap. Don't buy something you think is a good idea. Buy stocks that are performing. PE. Trend going upwards. Good volume, heavy volume. I like around 2 million or more a day on volume. Love the volume. And a stock that has low volume, be very careful. Thank you, sir. I'll give you a follow back. Give me some likes, guys. Share this a little bit. We're going to go for about an hour today, maybe longer, depending on how much you guys can tolerate. Can put up with me. Have a few stocks for you today. First one, wait for it, NVDA. What do you agree with? We are in the bull market. I think we're going to keep going. This new generation, for what it's worth, these young people, they're just throwing money into the market. A lot of them. And they're not really trying to do a dash, like a hit and go like a one-night stand. They're trying to do like a long term. They're finding out that their father's father, their grandfather made a lot of money over time in the market, and they're just putting money in. And that's one positive thing for this new generation, or Generation Z, or whatever we are, X, whatever we are, the new generation. Okay, so first one, NVIDIA. NVIDIA split 10 for 1. Huge volume. Stock went down from 1,200 to 120. Now it's 130. It was down 90 cents today to 130 and 96 cents, but probably it'll continue higher. I'm going to say NVIDIA around 140 before we have a correction. Just too much hype, too much hotness. Volume today, 288 million. Wow. Hello. I mean, volume's important because what? The more volume, the millions and millions of volume, heavy volume per day, average per day, indicates a lot of traders, a lot of investors. And what? If the stock dips, they're going to come in and buy that stock for cheaper. You're going to buy that stock when it dips and then bring it right back up in price and save your ass. That's why. So get high volume. 2 million, 4 million, 8 million. What's up, my friend Mike? Glad to see you too. If you guys want to send me a DM, I might miss some of your comments because I have a lot to talk about tonight. But if you want to send me a message, I'll get back to you when I can. If you put your stock in the message, I see it. I can try to pull it up and tell you what I think. Tell you what I think about your stock. But don't be upset if I tell you it's trash. It's just I have a strict criteria. I have 11 criteria to stock selection. So I'm kind of, Ain't like that. But the stocks I get are probably going to go up. They're what? You got to consider these stocks that are favored by the market. Those ones are the best. Sometimes they have a time when they're hot and they just cool off. What can you do? But when they're hot, when they're favored, like NVDA, going up, going higher. Matter of fact, I think NVIDIA will replace Apple for the #1 king of the stock market in market cap. Keep Apple. Apple's my next. Actually, it's down a few. I'm going to talk about Apple. The high for Apple about 220. It's about 216 today. It went up 4 points today, $4. Apple's going higher. I'll give you a follow back. If you guys can give me a couple likes and a couple shares, I appreciate you. Okay, so NVIDIA, let me pull it up here. I'm sure you guys know what NVIDIA is, but they do graphics cards. And what? They have an AI department. And that's why people, I think, it's so hot because of the AI. They're very successful with the computer graphics cards. The AI is the future. Elon Musk has a company, an ex-AI company, but you can't buy shares, so it's private. So what can you do? You can invest in NVIDIA or maybe AMD a little bit, but AMD is not going to be, I don't think it's going to be in the forefront. There's a super microcomputer, SCMI, which is very volatile. I'll talk about that one if I have time to write that down. SCMI. Okay, so NVIDIA, I'm going to pull that up now. Corporation provides graphics and computer and networking solutions in the United States, Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, and internationally. It's important that you get a stock that operates like a lot of countries. And ideally, if you can, a lot of employees, because that shows it's a real company. Like some of you guys are buying these stocks, no name, Uncle Marvin, like this is their stock, They have no employees, they have no profit share, they have no volume. Think about what you're buying. You want to buy a real company with real employees that make a real product and they have a real profit, okay? Like NVIDIA. I'm going to show you a trade. If I can pull up, work with me here because I want to give you an option trade, if I may, for NVIDIA. You can buy like a share for $130, and you're gonna get what? If it goes up 5 points, you get $5, right? But let me show you a call option. If this thing pulls up, actually, I don't think I have it here. Hang on. If what you can do, you can buy a call option on NVIDIA, and you can use the money instead of buying a share, for example. You can buy a call option. Let's see if this is gonna work. My phone's acting up. Went too far. Well, I might just need to tell you about it. Here's Starbucks. Here's the Qs. Apple. So let me just show you really quickly on the Qs. Okay, so on the Qs, here's the point I want to get to. The Qs is 485, up 6 cents, right? Up $5. Look, it says up 1.22%. Okay, this is a call option. This is for August, so 60 days. Okay, because it's June, July, August. Okay, regular call for 500, so it's just above the money, 15 points. Now, when I bought it, it was a little more distant. But if you look here, the option is the stock is up 1.2%. The option's up 39%. So that's what I call leverage. Write that down, leverage. And it shows here, 7 points up 2, which is $700. Okay, up $200. So while you have the stock can go up, in this case, you buy a stock for 500, It's really not a stock, it's an ETF, but the Qs represent the top 100 NASDAQ stocks. So it's traded like a stock. And then it's 485, it's up 5 points, right? So that's $5 for a $485 investment. But the option, the call option, in this case the strike 500 for 2 months out, is up 2 points, which is, let's say, 40%, close enough. That's leverage. I want you guys to understand, okay? Now, of course, if the Qs were down, this option would get crushed. It would get slammed, probably down 2 points. So risk, reward. Options, I say, are how you control stocks with less money, but more risk reward, okay? I wanted to show you the option for NVDA. I'm gonna just tell you what it is, okay? Now let's go to the video. I have it here. Hold on. Okay, so let's go to July. Let's go to August. I have a 59 days, so that's 2 months. Okay, so let me put all and all. So instead of buying one share for $130, let me show you what you can do. Okay, check this out. You may not have done this trade before. It's called a spread. Okay. Go into August, which gives you 60 days. So you're not gonna like gamble for next Friday. Don't do that. You want to actually get September, but I'm gonna show you August because I pulled this one up a minute ago. So let's go to, okay, so at the money is 130 strike. Okay. And I just want to show you how much that's going to cost you. So if you buy one contract, one call, technically you control 100 shares of stock, okay? If you're talking about NVIDIA, one share would be $130, but 100 shares will be $13,000, okay? So instead of buying 100 shares for $13,000, you buy one contract. In this case, on the 130 for 2 months, you're paying $11, which is 11 by 12, so $1,200, okay, 12 points, all right? So with $1,200, you can control a stock that's like, otherwise would cost you $13,000, so like less than 10%, okay? And I want to show you that at the money, the strike, meaning the option strike, is the same price as the shares, which close enough, 130. And you're paid $1,200, you control 100 shares of stock, okay? So a similar situation here, it goes up, the stock goes up, the option goes up more. I'm going to show you on, it happened on the Qs, it'll happen on the video. I think the video is going up, very hotness, volume is crazy high, and we're probably not going to see a big correction. There'll be small corrections, you know. You've been warned, but if you stay with it, I think you'll make good money. Now, let me talk about a spread. You know how you can actually buy one share of NVIDIA and for $130? Look at this. Let's go to August. Let's go a little higher. The 150 strike is $4, but look at this. Let's say we go 150 strike. So really, we are out of the money by 20 points, but watch what I do. The 150 strike is 425 by 470, so $470. But this is what you do: you buy one call, 150 strike for August, $470. But now what you do? You sell the higher call, and that makes a spread. And let's go to 160 in this case. Make it real simple. And let's go to 160 in this case. Make it real simple. 160, you sell that, and it says 248 by 262. Okay, this is August calls for NVIDIA, 60 days out. Okay, what happens? You pay 470, you get back 248. Let's say 250. Your cost 220. So for $220, you can actually control 100 shares in NVIDIA. It's out of the money, yes, but the idea is that probably it'll go higher, you know. and you'll have what? This kind of play in the stock, getting 40% return, getting $200 a day or more. So step A, buy a share in NVIDIA, $130. Step B, buy 100 shares in NVIDIA, $13,000. Step C, buy one call at the money for $1,200, which is safer than buying the 150. That's because you're buying the 130. It's more in the money. It's safer because expiration. We'll talk about that later. D, you're buying an option out of the money. The 150 strike, it's still has some value. I mean, it has extrinsic value. So you can get this kind of leverage I'm showing you on the Qs, okay? And you're going to pay $470, but look at this. Sell the higher call, you're making a spread position. You're getting back $240, and it only costs you $220 because you're paying $470, you're getting back $250, and it costs you $220. So it's like you're getting money, you're getting a return back already. Okay, now what's happening? You're buying the call for the 150, you're controlling the video, have some good play, but you're maxing out your gain. Your max gain you're going to get is up to 160. Okay, if you own the 150 and the stock shoots up to 160, 165, 170, the maximum you can get is $1,000 because it's a 10-point spread. But look, you're only investing the 470, getting back 220. You're only investing $250 to get what? Possibly $1,000. And what? You're getting money back, so you're not going to get wiped out because you're getting money back on your investment when you sell the call, and that's the spread. And you need level 2 trading for this. Either level 2, level 3. You can call your broker about that. I'm with Schwab now. They took over TD. Welcome. Not me, welcome. Mr. Deals, welcome. This is Godric, your stock market mentor. We're talking about NVIDIA, how you can buy a call option and get great leverage, kind of like I did here in the Qs. You don't have to spend that much money if you want to control a contract. You can actually you can buy a lower call, sell a higher call to get back money and create a spread and still have good play, okay? So if you own the 150 outright and you spend $470, you're good. And if the stock went to 160, 170, you have either $1,000 or $2,000 return, okay? Because that's 10 or 20 points. But when you sell the higher call, you give away that upside. But here's the thing: you still have plenty of play. You can still get $200 a day or more, like I did here in the Qs. And that's the trade I want to show you. It's a spread, August 150 by 160. You get plenty of play. You give up the upside past 160, but let's be real, like it may not even go to. And here's the trick: NVIDIA might actually not even go to 150 or 160 by August. Okay, it might go to 140. This is what I want you to do. I want you to think about how much you're investing. If you're investing $470 or $220 if you do the spread, okay, I want you to close the position when you get a decent return, okay? For example, on my Qs, trade price 179, now went to $7. I'm ready to close. I'm ready to pull the trigger on this one, okay? Why? Because I made more than $500. So think about that, like pigs. It's bulls make money, bears make money, but pigs don't, because eventually it's going to turn around. Okay, my philosophy: take small gains and walk away. Don't hold on to the very end. I don't even like to hold on to options through expiration. Why? Because that stock can go down, and it being an expiration, you don't have time for it to come back, and those options can expire worthless. So I like to sell these options a month before expiration. So even though I got a 2-month option, 60 days, I'm gonna sell that one by next month with 30 days left. And here's the thing: even if you're at a loss, okay, it's better to get something back, even if it's at a loss, than nothing. Because what? If this stock goes down, or any stock goes down, or you have call options, you know what's going to happen. Fat goose egg, you get zero. Okay, so be willing to pull the trigger when you have a decent return, you set that parameter. But I say like double the money, triple the money. In this case, in these trades I'm showing you, quadruple the money. I mean, it will, you know, bulls make money, bears make money, pigs don't. So get ready to pull that trigger, take the profit. And if it is going up, you can just look at the 6-month chart. Matter of fact, those are the Qs. Look at this 6-month chart in the Qs, okay? This is the kind of trend that you want to trade. Here's NVDA, right? Look at this. This is the kind of trend you want to trade. Going up hot. It has had a split. By the way, later this month, Chipotle splits 50 for 1. Huge. Now Chipotle is what? $300 or $400. It broke all-time high today. Chipotle. Here we go. It went $3,400 in after hours. See that? Daily and after hours here at the top. So this is gonna, if it's 3,500, it splits to 70, I guess. 50 for 1. At my height, I was doing 2 cover calls on Chipotle back in the day, and when it splits again, it'll go down to let's say 70, and then it only costs $7,000 to do a cover call. So you could be doing cover calls again in Chipotle. Chipotle is not as hot as NVIDIA, but I think it's a little more stable. Not as much roller coaster ride. I like Chipotle a lot. They're going to open up 500 more stores. Growth. It's all about perception. I know they had a lot of complaints, but all in all, it's great food. If you guys haven't been to Chipotle, they give you a lot of food. I mean, that's one of the few places you can go get a big-ass burrito bowl. Tell them you want the tortilla on the side, which is like a free tortilla. You can get all the works. It's like you can feed 2 people with 1 burrito bowl. Okay, that's happening on the 18th. Actually, this week. Actually, tomorrow it's gonna split. So probably they'll split by Wednesday. So watch out for Chipotle, CMG. Okay, so any questions on that NVIDIA trade? What do you think of STC? I'm going to pull your stock up, sir. Fob Mobile. I don't have my right platform here, but let me see what I can find out. Is it STC? STC. Stewart Information, New York. Stewart Information Services Corporation, though its subsidiaries provides title insurance and real estate transaction-related services in the United States, internationally. Company involves in searching, examining, closing, and ensuring the condition of the title of real property. Insurance is good. Okay, $65, decent share price. Volume 148K. Yeah, I just can't do it. Doesn't have the volume. Ideally, you want 2 million volume a day. It's just that you may have a good company, but when these stocks with low volume dip in price, nobody cares. There's not enough investors in there to save the stock, to buy it cheaper and bring it back up. If Apple goes down, if NVIDIA goes down, all these millions of volume indicate a lot of traders, investors, are going to buy that stock for cheaper, going to bring it back up, and that's going to save your ass. And you may get, and this stock dumps in price from 60, you may get stuck in that stock for who knows how long before it comes back. I'm on this Schwab app, and I can't tell you too much from here. I'll tell you what, give me till next Monday, and I'm gonna pull up the P. I'm gonna see what the PE is. I'm gonna pull up the 6 month. Well, I'll share the 6 month chart. I think I can do the 6 month chart now. Can I? Look at the 6 month chart, how that does. Look at the 3 to 5 year chart. Look at how that does. Looking at the PE, if they have a profit, making profit. The criteria for stock investing is share price. Ideally $100, $200 or higher. Volume 2 million a day. 10-year chart, that's important. Hasn't been trading for 10 years. Has it withstood the test of time? And also, has it made money in 10 years? There's no point in a stock lasting for 10 years and it's going down, right? Does it have a dividend? That's good. Does it have stock splits? That's great. Does it have a good cover call? And I'll tell you this, they're not going to have a cover call. Let me just show you. June, so we'll look at July, June, 31 days. So if you buy a stock here at 61, you have to sell to 65. Yeah, there's not enough volume. Ideally, you want to get, if I have a stock that I can get 3% to 4% a month on the cover call, then that's good. Because why? Because I can own the shares, pick up some money on the shares every month, pay my bills, you know. The 65 costs 370, which is kind of expensive, but I have no bid here to sell it. So, but like, if it's 5%, right, it would be $3. So maybe you could do a limit order and get $3. I don't know. I'm gonna write it down for you. I'm gonna come back to you on that next week. I can do more SCT, but the volume doesn't tell me a lot, or it does tell me that it may not be what we want. Okay. Let's see where we are here. DJT for elections. Yeah, the DJT. Trump, I think, is doing great. I think he will probably be elected. Who knows what the hell's going to happen with that, but I think the stock will go up. But, it's risky, because that stock is really weighing on him, staying alive and winning. If that doesn't happen, then that stock's going to get crushed, So, yeah, it's tough playing politics in stocks because it can sway so much against you if you're wrong. I don't want you to be right or wrong. I want you to get a good stock that's going to do good regardless. I want you to get a good stock that has what? You can do a cover call every month, and you can buy a call option like NVDA. It can make you money. You can do a spread, get some money back, That I want you to have a stock that's going to work regardless of the election. $94. All right, let's do another one. We talked about CMG, talked about NVIDIA. We talked about the Qs already. Let's do Starbucks. Let me pull up Starbucks real quick. I want to show you about Starbucks. Why? Because Starbucks dipped about 20 points. It was around $100. It dipped to actually 70. It dipped to 90, then 70, and now it's on its way back up 80. I think it will hit 90, let's say, before the end of the year. And the value here is that you could do an option trade. You can buy some shares, which I think, will be okay long term. But I think the way to go is to buy a call. I got October on this one. Let me see if I can pull this up. So Starbucks is $81.35, up 168 today, which is good. Volume 9.8 million. Okay, so it's kind of climbing back, with the market. It does have down days, but what you can do, you go out to October, and let's say 81. So I bought the October 90s, okay, and the October 90s right now are 228 by 236. Let's just say 230. Okay, $230. You can own one contract of Starbucks, which is like 100 shares, and you got October. So that's 135 days, 5 months, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 months. You have time for it to go up. The share price currently, option price currently is $230. Now, what do you do now? You can sell the higher call. You can sell the 95. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. That's what I do. You buy the 90 for $230. You sell the 95 for, it says 124 by 130. Let's just say 130. Your cost $1. Now, why is this important? because one, you're getting back money on your investment, sort of, because you're putting in $230, you're getting back $130, so it cost is only $100. For $100, you're owning what? A call option for Starbucks, and you can get that kind of return that I showed you on the Qs, where the stock is up 2% and the option's up, 40%. That's what. And this one, you are giving away the upside past 95, but your call can go up to $500. So your $100 investment can go to $500 if the stock goes to 95, okay? But if it goes up before October, what? Pull the trigger. If it goes up to 200, 300, pull the trigger, get your profit, walk away, start fresh, reevaluate, okay? The value of doing the spread, again, is that you're getting some money back, you're giving away the upside, but you still have good play in the stock. You can still have a nice return. Should that stock go back to 90, which probably it will. I'm not going to guarantee you, but probably it will. And then your $1 investment, $100 investment, going to go to $500. And then what? Pull the trigger. Okay? So now we cover Starbucks. Welcome, guys. Appreciate you. CMG's value at $30 million per store. Is that insane? Oh, you know what? I don't know about that valuation. You'll see negative stuff on the social media, on the news. I've been there. I eat there, bro. People are just like stuffing their face. That's the thing. They like it. It's the organic McDonald's. Don't worry about the valuation so much, but there's growth, and it's hot, and it's going up, and it's going to split 50 for 1. I mean, at least it's staying in for 1 month, 1 or 2 months at least. Watch how when it splits to 70, it kind of creeps up 75, 80. I think. Welcome, appreciate you. Give me some likes, guys. Share the live a couple times. I'm going to get some people in here. Follow. Thank you for following me. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to follow everybody back when I'm done. And I'm going to record this session, put it on YouTube. I just have the whole thing in case you missed it. If you want to send me a DM, I will look up your stock for you, at least tell you what I think. Give me till next week. Don't be upset if I tell you it's trash. I just have a strict criteria to stock selection. Okay, so we're talking about spreads. We're talking about leverage. We're talking about making money when your stock goes up. These stocks that are in play, Starbucks went down. It's coming up. NVIDIA's hit all-time high. Chipotle all-time high. Q's all-time high. Apple, let's just say all-time high because all-time high is 220, and it's 216 up 4 today. Volume 93 million. Okay, so let's do Apple. Let me pull it up. Apple, we know what Apple does. I don't got to read it. But do you know they have 180,000 employees? Mm-hmm. Those are real jobs, not fake government jobs. Okay? 216 up 418. Okay, so in Apple we're going to do, let me go out 3 months. So June, July, August, September. Okay, watch this. Okay. Apple doesn't move like NVIDIA. It's kind of slow because it's so fat and it's so big. But we have leverage. We do have leverage. Matter of fact, I'll just tell you. I don't want to mess up the picture. Okay, so at the money is let's say 215, 220. The cost at the money is 220 is going to be $955 by $970. Let's just say $950. Okay, so you buy 1 share of Apple for $220. You can buy 100 shares of Apple for $22,000 and do a cover call, which is great, but you may not have that much money. You can buy 1 share of Apple for $20. You can buy 1 call option for Apple for $220 for September. Get 3 months for $950 and control 100 shares of Apple, technically in theory, and that's like 1/20th of the cost it would be to buy 100 shares. But look what I do. I'll buy the 220 call for $950, and let me sell to $230 for $560. So $950 minus $560, let's say $550 is $400. So $400, I'm going to own 100 shares of Apple. I'm only giving away the upside beyond 230. But if stock goes up 10 points, which it probably will, it may, that call option that technically my cost is $500, going to go to $1,000. And guess what? If it does so sooner, pull that trigger. Bam. Close that position, make some money. That one actually is closest to the money. Like if you want to go higher, let's say 240 call costs you $3, and the 250 call gives you back $180. So technically your cost is only $120. So for $120, you can own the 240 by 250, and that's gonna have more leverage. Okay, I'm just giving you some ideas. Regardless, what you're doing when you do call options, you're leveraging your shares, your money. Anybody can buy a share of Apple or 100 shares of Apple, but when you buy the call options, you're higher risk, higher reward. Okay. And if Apple goes down, I'm going to tell you, just be prepared to kiss it goodbye, because your call option is going to go boop, probably go to zero. So when you see that profit, it's in a bull trend. It's in a bull trend. It's going up right now. When you see that profit, pull the trigger. Bulls make money. Bears make money. Pigs don't. Okay. Questions. A couple more stocks. Palantir. Why Palantir? How do you sell a put if you don't own the shares? I can tell you real briefly. It's not. I didn't cover that today, but selling a put is just like this. All you do, you go into your account, you press -1 sell, -1 option put, and you're going to get money technically into your account. But they're going to hold a requirement, which is roughly a third or a half of the cost it would be to buy those shares. So if you do a put for Apple, here, I'll show you. Let's do a put for Apple, okay? I'm going to go to next month because, well, we'll do September. We'll do 3 months, 3-month put. Watch what happens. 3-month put for Apple. You have 100 shares. Well, you don't have 100. You don't have any shares. But you go to September, and Apple at the money's around 120. Let's just say 120. And the put's going to be, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be, what's going on? I'm sorry, it's 220. I'm going 220, sorry. The put's going to be $10 by 1030. So what's happening is you can basically sell a put for the 220 strike for Apple for September. You're going to get $1,000 in your account. They're going to hold 11 grand because, or less, because that's going to be a requirement, because you're going to have to buy Apple what? If it's below 220 by September, which is not really a problem. Okay, that's just one trade you can do. Now here's the value. That $1,000 is technically a premium, is income, and you divide $1,000 by what it would cost you to buy Apple, which is $22,000. That's like 5% return. That's why it's good to do a naked put or a cover call, because you're getting a return, 5%, 3%, 2%. You know, Tesla's higher. Tesla gets 5% per month. Okay. What key stock throw money at? Into? I like NVDA. Throw some money in Chipotle. They're going to do a split. Jimmy, man, Jimmy's tough to do, man. Roaring Kitty. I like Netflix. I'm going to do Netflix in a minute. I like Apple. I like Starbucks. I like Triple Qs. Triple Qs are basically 100 of the top NASDAQ stocks, mostly tech. Okay. You know, and you can buy the shares of the Qs, which is $485, or you can buy some call options like I'm telling you, like I showed you a minute ago. If you follow me, you can find my YouTube, which I'm going to post all these videos that I'm doing. So again, when you're selling a naked put or a cover call, you get income, and you can do it monthly, pay your monthly bills. You can do it every 3 months, every quarter. You can do a year out cover call. Who wouldn't want to buy 100 shares of a stock, get paid to go out a year, like what, 15% return, something like that, depending on the stock. Here, let's do Apple. But who wouldn't want to buy 100 shares of Apple right now at 216, which is $21,000, 600. And let's go out 1 year. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. It's June 2024, so let's go to July. Let's just go to January next year, which is a leap. January 17th. Watch this. Have 100 shares of Apple. And you have the shares at 216, 220. Watch this. I would allow share growth. I do a sweet spot, meaning that you write the call where the premium and the share growth is equal. So if it's 216, that pays you $20, 19. 220 pays you 16. 225 pays you 13. Here we go. So 220. It's about around the 225. That's 9 points share growth because the stocks, you buy a stock at 216. You agree to sell at 225, which is you write the 225 cover call for January 2025. You're getting $13.90. Let's say $1,400. You're getting $1,400. Okay, income. That's your income. And if you guys have a calculator, you know how to do return on investment. Watch this. $1,400 divided by the cost of the shares of Apple, which is 20,600, divided by 20,600 equals 6.5% return. Okay, so you get a 6.5% return for 6 months investment, and you have the ability to make more money on the shares if it goes to 25. So who won't want to get that money back and get that little nest egg for a 6-month trade, okay? If you do it for Tesla, it's even more. If you do it for NVDA, it's way more, believe me. But let me tell you, NVIDIA is not Apple. Tesla is not Apple, okay? Now, in the naked put, what you'll do, I would do it below the price because I technically don't like to buy the shares or accept the shares when I do naked puts. But if you're going to January leap, a 6-month naked put, you're going to get $1,300, $1,400 for writing the 220, okay? So technically, you're going to be in the money. You're going to be paid $1,400 a period up front, and then they're going to hold like 10 grand, 11 grand, and then you don't have the shares. Like how you do this without having the shares. When you make a put, you don't have the shares, but you agree to buy those shares at the strike, in this case at 220, if it is below, at that price or lower at the expiration. Does that make sense? And you're going to get another 6.5% return. So again, when you go in your app or you call your broker, tell them you're going to sell one call, January 220, you're going to get this. It says 1360 by 1390. Let's just say 1400, close enough. I mean, if the stock goes up, it's going to be less. If the stock goes down, it'll be more because when the puts go, well, it goes, puts and calls are opposite. So that's the call, the cover call, and the naked put for Apple. Okay. Thank you for the follows, guys. Yeah, I think CMG is going to have a nice rally after the split. You know, maybe it'll go to 70, it'll split to 70, then go to 75. You know. And with Chipotle, just pull up the 5-year chart of Chipotle. It's really nice, you know. In the COVID, Chipotle was the only business in my neighborhood that did not close. They stayed open. They took online orders right away. They had their shit together, man. They were ready for that shit. It was almost like they were too ready. Like they knew that shit was going to happen. Them and Starbucks. Like I saw Starbucks had that drive-through years ago, before the COVID. I thought to myself, who the hell is going to drive through a coffee shop, you know? And then I saw the line down the block, and I go, well, hang on, wait. And then the COVID hit. Holy shit. They had to close the front of the coffee shop. So these coffee beans or other coffee shops either went out of business or they closed because they couldn't do nothing. But Starbucks, with the drive-through, they had that shit on lock. I'm like, wait, that's just a little bit too efficient. Like, how did you even know that was going to work for you? So anyways, you're looking at businesses that know how to do shit that can survive through pandemics. Starbucks, Chipotle, Apple. You want a business that's gonna, not gonna be affected by a market correction, or doesn't matter who's president. NVDA, Netflix. I have here Philip Morris if you like a dividend stock. Pull up MO, they have a nice fat dividend. I have Netflix, I have Supermicrocomputer, SMCI, which is the most risky investment I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to follow you guys back after the show if you guys follow me. Dutch Bros has a drive-thru. Let me talk about Dutch Bros just for a second. Dutch Bros are riding the tail of Starbucks. So, it doesn't mean they're better. They're small, they're new. The symbol is BROS. The stock's $40, okay? If I was CEO of Dutch Bros, which is an up-and-coming coffee shop, all you have to do is look at Starbucks. Oh, look at Starbucks Frappuccino. We're going to make that better. Oh, look at Starbucks drive-thru. We're going to make that more efficient. Oh, look at Starbucks prices, this, that. They're grabbing free market share, bro. And since they're smaller, they can do more. They're not, too fat and slow. So, yes, I think Dutch Bros will go up. Let's put that down. Dutch Bros. BROS. $40 a share. Probably go to $50. Probably. And not because they're better, not because they have better profits. Because they're small and they're smart and they don't know how to beat Starbucks at what they're doing. But are they going to collectively, be here in 10 years? Maybe, maybe not. Starbucks. Starbucks loses money. Let's just cut 100 stores. Tighten your belt. Fire people. And what? The profit goes up. PE per share goes up. They close their slow stores, keep their big stores. It's corporate efficiency, And then what? Share price goes back up. What do I full port? AutoZone. AutoZone's good. I'm not gonna pull it up right now though. I have an idea. I haven't been to Dutch Bros in a minute, so I can't comment. But I know that they're on point. They have good advertising. They're getting some market share. Okay, so I'm going to show you. We talked about Apple. And you know what? Let me just show you something. I'm going to show you something, guys. Apple, right? Look at this. Let's say you can get 100 shares of Apple. Get 22 grand together. Okay. And by the way, if you don't have 22 grand, what am I going to tell you? Sell all the shit in your garage. All right, look, I want to show you something. Get Apple, 100 shares of Apple together, and look, write the cover call far out. The last one, December 2026. Look at this. This is why cover calls are good and naked puts are good. Because at the money, the 216, you already spent 22 grand. Look at this. The 220 is paying $41. Let's go to 250. Get $28. Okay. $29. Let's say 28. Let's say $29. 28 by 29. So you buy Starbucks here at 216, which is going to cost you about 22 grand. You write the cover call for December 2026, all the way out. You're going to write the 250 so you can get 30 points a share goal, which is $3,000 more. But you're going to get what? An income of $28.70. This is say $29 income, which is $2,900. And let's do the return on investment. $2,900 divided by your investment of $21,600 because you're buying the shares at this price equals 13.4%. Who wouldn't want to buy Apple right now at 216, pay 22 grand, get 3 grand back for doing a cover call for a year and a half out, 13% up front, and you can have that money to what? To spend, to reinvest, and you can still make $3,000 more on the shares. The naked puts is a very similar thing. It's also a long position. You want the stock to go up, not down, and you'll get a return very close to that. Probably maybe a little more, maybe 15%. And if you can do monthly, you get more, you get a higher return technically if you do every month. And I like to do every month. And that's how I teach to retire in the stock market. By doing a cover call every month. I do it every month, every 2 months. 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 7 weeks. And getting like 3%, 4%, maybe 5% if it's Tesla. Palantir. Palantir's next. Let's go Palantir. $25 up 145 today. Palantir took a it went up today. Let me pull it up for you. I mean, Palantir is not my first choice in the stock. It's not an Apple. It's not NVDA. They rely on government contracts for what? Counterterrorism. Palantir Technologies builds and deploys software platforms for the intelligence community to assist in counterterrorism, investigates and operates in the United States and United Kingdom. Come on, dude. Like, this is not... I mean, it's in demand, but it's relying on the government contracts. So that I don't like. Like, I can go buy Starbucks. I got my Netflix streaming here. I got my Apple iPhone. I don't like that because... I don't like Palantir because you can't really use the product yourself. You have to rely on the government. And, government kind of... They can do goofy stuff, But guess what? It's a $25 stock. So it's $2,500 for 100 shares. So that's why it's good. And you don't have $2,500? Sell all this shit in your garage. And what? Let's do a cover call on Palantir. Let's do it. I'm going to go all. We're in June. Watch this. I'm going to go July 19th, which is 31 days. So you buy Palantir here at 25 points with 2,500 100 shares. You write the, can we do 26 call? You write the 26 strike for 90 cents, according to this. So you have 1 point of share growth, which is $100 there. You got $100 back in your pocket on the cover call. Actually, 90. And watch this. Let's do the return on investment. Watch this. 0.9. Get your journals. Write this down. 0.9 divided by 25 equals 3.6% return. 3.6% return per month on Palantir. Just math that out. Let's say you could do 1,000 shares, 10 contracts. You're getting $900 now, right? So a $2,500 investment brings you $90 a month. $5,000 investment brings you $180 a month. 90, 180, 270, 360. You can do the math. But what? You're getting 3.6% return for a cover call every month. And, on 10K, that's $360. That can pay your electricity. That can pay for some food. But Palantir is probably the cheapest stock you're going to get that has a decent cover call, that has a decent return. If you do that 10 times a year, that's 36% return per year. 12 times if you're accurate, And you know what? Hey, since we're doing long-term cover calls, let's look at Palantir, okay? Let's go all the way out. January 2026. Watch this. Who would want to spend $2,500? I'm going to show you something. Like, the government's probably going to drop the ball a couple times. Stock may go down, But look at this. January 2026. Buy 100 shares of Palantir here today. And you're going to write 25, 27, the 30. You're going to write the 30 strike, okay? That gives you $500 of possible share growth before you cap out. Because you wrote you minus one call, sell one cover call. January 2026. For $5.90 by 6. Let's say $6, okay? Watch this. I'll do $5.90, make it more fair. Let's do the return on investment, 5.9 divided by 25. Actually, 2501 and 1 penny, let's be exact. 2501 equals 23.5% return. Yikes. Who want to buy Palantir today here for $25? go out a year and actually 2 years, 1,300 days, and get 23% return just staying there, holding that position. Take that money and buy another 100 shares of Palantir. No, not really. 23%. You're getting back $600. I got ahead of myself. But so that's the kind of income you can get from cover calls or naked puts. You're getting paid for the future. It's like you're renting your shares to the public. You own the shares. You create the option, sell that to the option market. Get paid monthly, yearly, bring in income. And that's going to work regardless of who's president, regardless of the market conditions. Stock may go down, you can still keep doing cover calls. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you. I will follow everybody after the event. Send me a message if you have a question. I'll be back next Monday night. We're about to close AVGO. Let me write this down. AVGO. I'm not going to look it up. I'm not going to look it up right now. AVGO. Well, let me just see. I'm on my Schwab platform, so this is kind of goofy for me. So I can pull it up. AVGO. I like to look at PE. I like to look at, Broadcom. I forgot. I like to look at, nice share price. I like the share price, $1,800. $1,845, up 93 today. It's hot. 8.8 million. It's hot. I like it already. Actually, I know a dude who has this in his top 10 stocks. I'm just going to give you the green light for AVGO, Broadcom. Maybe I'll talk about it next Monday. I know it's going to have a cover call. It has a volume. I know it's going to have profits. I know it's going to have all the good stuff. Oh, when's the split? Thank you. There's a split coming, like I knew. There's a split coming on Broadcom, 10-for-1. Can I get a date on that split? 10-for-1. So let's say it goes to 1900, and it splits to 190. 10-for-1 in July. Okay, cool. So next month. So buy Broadcom here, hold it through the split. Maybe get a nice little 10% gain on the shares. But what? The call option, 20, 30, 40, 100% gain. Pull the trigger, okay? Pull that trigger, my friend. You can pull the trigger. You can pull the trigger when you have a profit. I mean, come on, let's be real. How many of us traders have had that profit? And we're like, I made this much money in the market today. Brag to your wife, brag to your friends. And the next day, bam, it goes down. And you got a fat goose egg. You're like, damn, why didn't I sell? Damn. And this is why people trade, because there's a roller coaster happening, up, down. And let me tell you a little secret that some of you guys don't know. There are professional traders, mutual fund managers that have to manage $800 million, and their job is to make money. And if they don't make money, they get fired. So when that shit goes up a point or 2 points, they pull the trigger because they're gonna get. If they don't have the luxury to lose money like you guys, they're sitting there at home with your savings. They don't have the luxury to lose money. They're gonna sell that shit before you, take their profit, and you guys be like, "What happened? It went down." Oh, no, So write down before you do the trade, when you do the trade, how much money you're happy to take. When that goal hits, pull the trigger. That way you can't get mad at yourself later when you telling yourself, I should have sold, whether it's your call option or shares. Some of you guys are long-term investors. I don't know if you really care about what I'm saying, because I do mostly trading. I do mostly cover calls, options, spreads. I'm paying my monthly bills. I'll show you how to pay your bills. Look, you got, let's say, $5,000 in bills. I'll show you on paper the trade to make $5,000. Cover calls, spreads, mild trading, not day trading so much, but mild trading, trade volume, trade swings. So Palantir is not my first choice, but it's a great stock because it's cheap and it has a good cover call, 3.6% return per month, and 23% return if you go all the way out. And that's not a bad trade. Who wouldn't want to get that kind of money back? I'm just going to do Philip Morris really quick. MO. They used to say the Mighty Mo, okay? It used to be called Philip Morris. Now it's called Altria, whatever. That's the world tobacco conglomerate, not the U.S. The U.S. is called PM, Philip Morris. The Altria MO is the world conglomerate. They're just two separate sides of the same company. They split legally. But what? MO pays 8.5% dividend per year. So I've had to drag the puzzle piece into place. I'm getting a TikTok test. Verification complete. I just had to drag a puzzle piece into place. Dude, this AI, like all these tests, man. They're trying to test me. I'm trying to teach you guys. They're trying to test me. Okay, where was I? So MO is probably the best all-time dividend stock, and it's paying 8.5% dividend, which is what? It's 89 cents per share per quarter. Write that down. 89 cents per share per quarter. So the stock goes. It's $44 today. The stock goes down to 40. That 8.5% will be 10% return. Okay, and the stock goes up to 50, which it may. That 8.5% yield. It's a yield. It's a yearly dividend, broken up into quarters. 89 cents a quarter. That 8.5% will be like 7%, because the dividend is not a percentage, it's a dollar amount. Okay, so it will change depending on the share price changing. So what? Look, Philip Morris, 44.69 today, up 38 cents. Volume, 8.3 million. And why is volume important? Because if that stock dips, all that heavy volume indicates a lot of traders, a lot of investors are going to buy that stock for cheap. Because why? They want to get more dividend. Take the price right back up, and that's going to save your ass. So yes, you need volume. Heavy. The more volume, the better. That's enough on that one. Any questions? Guys, give me some likes. Give me some. Just do one share, dude. Because we're about to close, and I want to. We might break my record. I'm just kind of looking at. We got 48 people in here. I might break my record. If I can close 53. If I can close with, I don't know, 75. I come every Monday night, talk about stocks. Godric here, your stock market mentor. Maybe I can teach you something. Maybe you can teach me something. Hey, is NVDA still worth buying? Yes, NVDA is going up. And you just missed, I just killed, oh, sorry. I just unalived this awesome trade for NVIDIA. And basically, you're going to buy one call for, what was it? For $150 and sell $160. It's going to cost you like $150. You're going to have a great play for NVIDIA. But when that option goes up, pull the trigger, bro. Don't be that dude who like had that profit and it all went away. Because why? Because the mutual fund managers that have a real job are going to beat you to pull that trigger. They're going to be like, oh, look, profit, sell, stock goes back down. They buy, it goes back up. Meanwhile, you're looking at this thing going up and down, thinking, what the hell am I doing? Where's my profit going? All right, Netflix. We're going to Netflix and we're going to close. Is that okay? Only thing I know, buying calls and praise, it goes up and so. Yeah, kind of. When you buy a call, listen, when you do a call option, go 3 months out. Go 2 or 3 months out. Don't buy a call for next Friday. Don't trade earnings. It's risky. Go up 2-3 months. So even if the earnings don't hit, I'm going to follow everybody back after the show. Thank you, Paul. I'll give you a follow back. Even if the stock goes down, earnings don't hit, your option's not going to get destroyed because you have time left. So go out 2-3 months, buy a call just out of the money, and you're buying a call, what? Not because of stock you like, not because you heard on Kramer, not because you think they have a good idea. You're buying a stock that's in play, that's going up. Look at the 6-month chart. Is the 6-month chart going up? NVIDIA, new high. Chipotle, new high. The Triple Q is new high. Netflix is about to break a new high. Palantir, not so much. Starbucks dipped and is coming back, so that's a good one. Apple breaking a new high. So those are the stocks I want you to consider doing a call, because you're buying high and you're selling higher. That's really what's happening. I'm not trying to wait till a stock goes way low and then buy it at a discount. That's more like a long-term trade, like 9 months to 18 months. I'm gonna try how to make money monthly. And if we're not trading monthly, we're doing a cover call monthly, and that's, I want to say guaranteed, but a cover call or a make a put monthly is predetermined income. In PLTR's case, 3.6% return. I'm not going to get mad at you if you get 3.6% return, because you can do it every month. Just showed you. You wrap back this tape. Yeah, I agree, CrowdStrike. I'm not going to do that today. Let me do Netflix and then close. Thank you, guys. Give me some likes. We're going to do a finale. Give me some likes. Give me some shares. I'll be back next Monday night. Send me some DMs, any real questions. I will answer as best I can. Okay. Netflix is my all-time favorite stock. I had Netflix when it was just like when they were doing the CDs in the mail, and I thought it was kind of like a hot topic. And they always told me, oh, it's overvalued. It's going to go to $4 a share. Never happened. It does do these massive dips every few years. But, buying opportunity, and the stock is, the PE now isn't even that high. Let me pull Netflix. Netflix, 675, up 6 today. 3.6 million shares, so the volume's good. Netflix Incorporated provides entertainment services, and it offers TV series, documentaries, feature films, and games across the various genres and languages. More. The value of Netflix is when they're going to start streaming movies right to your living room. They have all the licenses. You already see that happening on other apps, Apple, Hulu, Netflix. Netflix is still the boss, and it's still number one, so I think they still have room to grow. I'd like to see it hit $1,000 a share maybe in a year or two, but there will be a roller coaster ride, and I'm going to show you the cover call on Netflix. Let's do that. They may have a split in the future. I wouldn't hold my breath, because they like to have a high share price. I remember Netflix had a 4-for-1 split a few years back. So one of my criteria for stock selection is stock splits. If the stock's going up, they tend to split. Down, they go up again, they'll split down, and this is going to cause massive long-term exponential growth. And Netflix has it, Apple has it, Tesla has it, Walmart, Microsoft, you name it. Just look at the 10-year chart. Just look at the. Let me see. I'm not gonna change this. So Netflix spends $67,000, buy 100 shares. Okay. You don't have $67,000. Sell all this shit in your garage, and sell any cars you're not using. Just like put your money, invest. I don't know. You guys have eBay. You guys have shit in your garage, in your closet. Empty your closet out. So I'll put all that shit on eBay. All right. Empty your garage out. Get the clutter out. Feng shui your house. If it's not making you money and it has value, sell it and put it in shares. Okay. Now, we're gonna buy the shares here at $675. That's $67,000. Let's go to July 19, 31 days. We're gonna write a cover call. Okay. I like to have some share growth. The sweet spot is the share growth and the premium are equal, and that's the strike you pick. Here we go. So $675, that pays $35, which is $3,500. The $680 pays $32. So we're getting about, let's say, $25. That's $695, 20. Yeah, we're getting about $25 on the 700. So buy the shares here. This is a perfect sweet spot. Buy the shares here for $675, $67,000. Sell the 700 strike for July, 30 days, or every month. This pays $24.95 by 26. Let's just say 25. You put a limit order. Probably take $2,500 back. So look, think about it like this. You have 67 grand, right? That's your business. You're getting back $2,500 every month. Every month. And you can also gain another $2,500 in share growth should the stock go to 700. But after 700, it will sell at 700. And you'll have your cash. You can always buy Netflix back again. Because you have your cash. But meanwhile, you're getting $2,500 a month. And let's do the return on investment. Can we do that? Appreciate you guys. Give me some likes and shares as we close out. Here we go. Netflix. 2,500 divided by 67,500. 3.7% return. We beat Palantir, guys. We beat Palantir by 0.1%. 3.7% return every month on Netflix cover call. Dude, $2,500 can pay your mortgage, bro. Probably, depending on where you live. Buy you food, pay your bills, maybe pay your kids' tuition. Some of you guys are on child support. You gotta make some money, man. You guys got sell all that shit you have and put that money in shares. That's the Netflix cover call. Should I go out to all the way to December 2026? 913 days? Yes, let's do it. Buy Netflix here, 67 grand. Who wouldn't want to get back a nice return just by holding the shares for 900 days? Watch this. You think $2,500 is a lot? Watch this. Let's do 800. We'll give you 136. That's 7. Yes. Okay. You buy the shares here at 675. Spend 67 grand, 500. Go out to December 2026. Right to 800 strike, which means you can get another 125 points, which is another 12,500. The stock goes up, but not past that. Not past 800. Okay, because then the cover call will sell, and you'll get 800 price. But guess what? They pay you 136 by 145. Let's just say 140. $14,000 back. Okay, so let's do the return on investment here. 140 is 14,000. So 14,000 divided by the cost today of 67,500 equals 20.7% return. Who wouldn't want to buy Netflix here at 675? Agree to sell for 800, another 125 points, which is 12,500 in share growth. Get 20% return, which is $14,000 back in their pocket. They can put that $14,000. They can buy food. They can buy more shares. They have that money to play with. This is like the rich people. You hear those rich people buy like life insurance policies, like $1 million, $2 million, and they borrow out the life insurance. This is the same thing we're doing, like with stocks, with cover calls. We're having an investment. We're borrowing from our shares, going out 2-3 years, and guess what? We don't really have to pay it back because we're just agreeing to sell the upside. Okay, these life insurance companies, you get a policy of $1 million to $1 million, and after so many payments, you can start borrowing out that money. So they figure you're not going to unalive right away. So we're doing a similar thing with the cover calls. Guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate those numbers you gave me. Send me some DMs if you have any questions. That's it. What is this? We're talking about a cover call on Netflix. Buy the 100 shares of Netflix here right now. Cover call. I hope you got that. Write some notes down. I come every Monday night. You could also lose all the money if it goes down. No, let me explain that, and then we'll close. If you get $14,000 back, that's money back, okay? So that money you can't lose because it's premium. You can always lose on any stock investment if the stock goes down. Let's say Netflix is 675. Let's say it goes down to 600, right? So we have 75 points, right? But guess what? You're getting 14 points on that cover call, okay? So that offsets the loss somewhat, okay? Let me tell you the magic. I'm going to get to this next week, and then we're going to close right now. I'm going to get to this next week, but look at this. If you do the monthly cover call on these stocks, let's say you're getting 4%, 3%. Let's say 3%, you know, make it easy, because Palantir paid 3.6. Netflix pays 3.7. Tesla, we know, pays 6%, okay? But let's just say 3% return a month, right, which you can totally easily do. How long will it take for you to pay for your whole investment, okay? At 3%, I'm going to tell you, in 33 months, you have paid for your investment, because 33 times 3 is 100, okay, 99.999. So after 33 months, which is 3 years, less than 3 years, you have what's called, you have paid for your investment because of all these cover calls you have earned, and you have a position what's called a cash cow. Why? Because if you get 3% a month on a cover call, do it for 3 years, you pay for your investment with all those premiums, and now your investment is paid for, and you're still getting that 3% return more and more month after month after month. And guess what? If the stock goes to zero, you haven't lost any money, because you still have all those premiums that you got, 100% of your business paid for. And unlikely your stock will go to zero. You know, that could happen. I've seen Enron. I've seen a few stocks in my day, Commodore Computer, you know, a few stocks in my day go to zero. Not that many. But that's why I want you to have a company that's growing, has fat-ass volume, has a good PE, good profits, you know, Starbucks, Apple, you know, Netflix, AMD, NVDA, you know, hot stocks. Those aren't going to go to zero. If those stocks go down, it's just think about this. Think about how many cover calls it's going to take to get back to even. If you get 3% amount of cover calls and the stock goes down 9%, that's just 3 months you need to get back up. Just do the math. And you can keep doing these cover calls for 3 years, you get 3% return. You pay for your investment. You enter a cash cow position, and guess what? You can't really lose money because you've got all your shares paid for, and it's still making your monthly return. But bam! So I'm glad you're able to sit and listen to that explanation. That's called a cash cow position. Talk more about it next week. You guys, love you. Send me a message. Appreciate you. Godric out.